Yes. Yeah. In the previous session, I think we completed what is string immutable. Okay, why Java people made string as a immutable class. Okay, do you have any questions, guys?
No, sir.
Yes, do you have any questions? No, right? No. So now, okay. So now we will see, guys, one more example, okay, on string immutable, and we will go with what the next topics. So now here, see, okay. So let me write one example here. Okay. So now we have to tell now. Okay. String s1 is equal to, right? String s1 is equal to new string of, or else you want me to write directly in Eclipse IDE?
Eclipse will
Let
write,
me
sir.
write. Right. So now, where is our project? Java.lang project, right?
Stringlit demo, sir. Java.
The project. Okay. In the SRC, let me create one package. Okay. Com dot tech dot
Tech.station.
station dot immutable.
Hello, sir. Your screen got stopped sharing.
Lavanya, it is working fine here. I can able to see properly.
You please rejoin, Lavanya.
Okay, sir. I'll rejoin.
Please, yeah, please rejoin. Still, if you are facing same issue, I will stop share and I will share one more time. Okay.
Okay, sir. I will join. Yeah.
Yeah. Right. So now, here I'm creating what? Java class. Okay. Now, what is the class name? String immutable demo. Okay. String immutable demo. I need what? Public static void main method too. Right? No. Here, see. No. So, string s1 is equal to, okay,
New string.
new string. Okay. So now, what is the example you want me to take?
Same, sir. Like
Okay.
Business.
So now,
and
spring. Okay. Let me take something different. This is the spring. Okay. Spring seasons, guys. Okay. S1 dot concat of. Okay. S1 dot concat of spring fall or something is there, right? Okay. No. So now, so now after that, let me create one more object. String s2 is equal to new string of anything we can take. Okay. String s2 is equal to new string of. So now, instead of new string, let me take here. So I'm trying to add different types. So s1 now. Okay, s1 means string, right? Now here I'm adding vector. Okay, now s1 is equal to, okay, s1 dot concat of, okay, summer. Okay, now sys out. system.out.println of S1. Okay, now sysout system.out.println of S2. Yeah, you tell me how many objects will be created, guys, for this code. Okay, let me copy here. Let me add. This is the piece of code, guys. Okay, so now let me make it to 18. Tell me. So now, how many objects will be created? Tell me, guys.
Sir.
For the first line, 2.
No, total I'm asking. How many objects will be created? Why are you taking this much of time?
Sir, 3 will create, sir.
No?
3, sir.
3 objects will be created, eh?
Yes, sir.
For entire this project, I mean entire after completion of this piece of code. I'm asking after completion of this piece of code, how many objects will be created? 9.
Sir, 3, sir.
Someone is saying 3, someone is saying 5. So I think you guys are not getting still.
7, sir.
Okay? 3, 7, 5. Tell me. So see here. Let me explain one more time. So now, okay, first of all, see, string S1 is equal to new string. Okay, so for this, how many objects will be created, guys? Tell me. For this first
2
line, how many objects will be
2,
created?
sir.
Objects.
2 objects will be created, right? So now, what are those 2 objects? See here. So now, spring is what? Constant, right? This is what, guys? Constant, right? Come on, string literal.
Yes, sir.
Yes,
String
sir.
constant. So for constant, okay, in string class, for string constant, where the object will be created in string constant pool. That's why this is what string constant
Yes,
pool. See, if you see the name itself, string constant pool, okay, all the string constants are going to create here, right? So now here one object is created. What is the object now? What is the content of this object?
Spring.
Spring. Right? No. Fine. So now string S1 is equal to new. See here I'm using new operator. If you use new operator means, okay, so obviously one new object will be created, but where that object will be created, guys?
Heap
Where that
area.
object will be created? Heap area, right? So now,
Heap
if you use new operator means the objects which are created by using new operator, always those objects will be created under heap area, right? So now
Heap
here,
area.
what is the content? The same spring. Okay. Now, so what is the
Spring.
for this object? Do we have any reference variable? Yes, we have a reference variable. What is the reference variable?
Yes,
S1.
sir.
Okay, so
Yes,
S1 is the reference variable representing this spring object, right? Now, see how many objects will be created? 2 objects will be created for the first line after execution of first line.
2.
One is under SCP, another one is under heap area. Clear? Now come to the second line.
Yes, sir.
Now the second line is executing. In the second line, if you have any constants, guys, yes, we have one constant. What is that? Fall, right? Now JVM, before creating this object under string constant pool, it will go and verify with the same content. What is the content here? Fall, right? Data. What is the content of this constant? Fall. So with the content fall, do we have any
Fall.
object has been created under SCP or not? Okay, it will check. So do we have any object, guys?
No, not
No.
there.
So now JVM will create one object. Okay. So what is the content of this object now?
సార్
All.
మధ్యలో మీ వాయిస్
Fall, right? Come on, guys, can you hear me?
Yes, sir.
సార్
So now fall, right? So now, yeah. So now after that, what we are doing, right? S1 dot concat. Okay. So concat is what, guys? Runtime method. Okay. So at runtime, we are calling concat method. Okay. On which object? S1 object. Okay.
S1
So
object.
S1 dot S1 means this object, right? On S1 object, we are trying to concat what? Fall. Okay. We are trying to concat one more string constant called fall with the S1 object. Now spring call, spring fall. Okay. So now can we concat, can we update the fall, okay, another string to the existing object, guys, in the existing object?
No, we can't update
We
it.
cannot,
No, sir.
right? So why? String is a immutable. We cannot
Yes,
change
sir.
anything on existing object. Okay. So now if you are trying to change anything, if you are trying to change the existing content, I mean content of the existing object, with the change, new object will be created, right? So where that
Yes,
new
sir.
object will be created?
Heap
The
area.
heap area. Okay. If you are doing any runtime operation, with the runtime operation, if any new object is going to create, always that new object will be created under where, guys? Heap area.
Heap
Right?
area.
Not in SCP. That's what you have to remember. So now here, what is the new object content here?
Spring fall.
Spring fall. Right? Spring fall. So now, do we have any reference variable? No, we don't have any
No.
variable. Right?
No.
Fine. Now, with this object, how many objects will be created in this line?
Two.
One line.
One.
Oh,
One.
sorry, two.
One.
Sorry.
Two only, sir.
Two objects, right? One is
Two
under
objects.
SCP.
One other is in the
Right.
heap area.
Right. No. Later. Next line. See, what is the next line here? S1 plus winter. Yes, winter is about string constant. So if it's a constant means always where it will create under SCP. Because there is no object called winter. I mean the content called winter here. So that's when new object will be created. Okay. JVM will create new object. What is the content
Under
of this
SCP,
object, guys?
winter.
Right. So now S1 plus winter. Right? S1. Come on, guys. S1 plus
Winter.
Spring winter.
Spring fall.
Okay.
Spring winter.
So now
Spring
S1
winter.
plus winter. So now by using plus operator also we can concat, right?
Yes, sir.
Okay. All these things we discussed, guys, while discussing operators. S1 means what? Spring plus winter, right? Spring winter. Okay.
Yes,
So
sir.
now with that spring winter object, where it will create? Under
Heap area.
Heap area. Spring winter. So here if you observe, okay, so we are not able to change the content on existing object, right? That is called immutable. That is the nature of spring, immutable nature of the string class, right? Now spring winter. Now for the spring winter, do you have any reference variable?
No.
Yes, we have a
No
reference
reference.
variable.
Yes, too, sir.
S2 is a reference variable.
the reference variable. Sir.
S2 is a reference variable representing what, guys, now? This
Spring
object.
winter.
Okay. Spring winter, right? So now see here, if you have any variable plus constant, okay, see here we are concating what? By using plus operator we are trying to concat winter with S1 object. S1 is what? One reference variable, right? So now if you are trying to concat any string constant with okay, any normal reference variable, okay, so always I mean, by this, if you create if any new object will be created, always that new object where it will be created, guys, under heap area, right? Come on. No.
Yes,
Yes,
sir.
sir.
Okay. Now, here, how many objects will be created here now? In
Two
this line,
objects.
Two.
two objects. Okay, two objects will be created. Okay, getting, guys? No.
Yes,
So
sir.
now, what is the next line? Summer, right? So by seeing this constant, where it will create? Under SCP.
SCP.
What is the constant? Summer.
Summer.
What is the value? Summer, right?
Summer.
Summer. Okay, because there is no object called summer, right? There is no object which is
No.
having
Yes,
summer
sir.
as a content. So that's why new object will be created
New
under
object is
SCP.
created.
Now, S1 dot concat. Again, we are calling what
Spring
runtime
summer.
method called concat on which object? S1 object,
Yes, sir.
right? So now, can we update the same object? We cannot update, right? So now, if you are trying to change this content, that with the change, new object will be created under heap area, right? So now,
Yes,
with
sir.
that, new object will be created where, guys? Under
Heap
heap.
area.
What is the change here?
Spring summer. Spring summer.
Spring summer. Okay, spring summer. Okay.
Summer.
Now, so now, what is the reference variable we are assigning for this object, for this chain?
S1.
S1, right? Now, S1 is, okay, trying to refer what, guys? This
Spring
object.
summer.
Okay. So now, S1 is trying to refer this object. Okay. Now, it won't refer this object. Clear now?
Yeah, sir.
Okay. Now, so for this, how many objects will be created?
8, sir.
Here, how many objects will be created?
No. Two.
Two objects.
Two.
Two objects. Okay. Total, how many objects now?
8.
8 objects.
8 objects. Okay. Now, system.out.println of S1 means what is the output here?
Spring summer.
System.out.println of S1. Spring
Summer.
Spring summer.
summer. That is the answer. Spring summer. Because the S1 object is representing which variable now? This object, right? This object representing S1, see, right?
Yes,
S1
sir.
is pointing, referring spring summer. What is the output of system.out.println of
Spring
S2?
winter.
Spring winter. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
So very, 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 very important, guys. Okay. If you go with any interview, if you have any kind of written exam, okay, people give you questions like this. Okay. They will give how many objects will be created. 6 objects, 5 objects, 3 objects, 8 objects, like that. Okay. You have to choose correct answer. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Right. So total 8 objects, guys. Here.
8 objects are created.
Okay. Fine. So now here, let me write one statement. What is the statement here? No. For every string constant, one object will be created under SCP, right? Come on, guys. For every string constant, one object will be created under
SCP.
SCP area, right? When if the same content object is not created or else not present. then only it will create, right?
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, what is the next point we discussed, guys? What is the next point? Hmm. For some runtime operation, okay? For some runtime operation like a method call, okay? Some runtime operation like a method call, if any object is created, okay? If any object is like a method call, if an object is required to create or else, okay? If an object is required to create, it will be created only on the which area? It will be created only on the heap area,
Heap area.
right? But not in SCP. But not in SCP. You have to remember this point. Okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now, so now let me copy this. I think already we copied, right? Right. So now, yeah. So let me write one more example, guys. Okay. So now let me comment this. Right. So now, so now, okay, final exam, guys. Final, what do you call? What do you call? Final program. Okay. Now, so now, so string s1 is equal to, okay. Now we have to tell. We have to tell how many objects will be created. Now, see, right? So now, okay. Thinking, guys. Okay. Okay, let me take an example. So now you cannot, okay, you cannot change me. Okay, you cannot change me. Okay, now so let me take string s2 is equal to new string of, okay, new string of, again say you cannot change me. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now two objects I created. Now system.out.println sysout. Okay. System.out.println. Now I'm putting s1 double is equal to s2. Okay, guys. Now you have to tell all the outputs later. Fine. So now I'm creating one more object. String s3 is equal to, now you cannot change me. Okay, you cannot change me. Right now, system.out.println of s1 w is equal to s3. Now one more object I've created. String s4 is equal to, again the same. You cannot change me. Okay. See guys, always I'm writing the same text, right? You cannot change me. Okay. Now system.out.println of s3 w is equal to s4 now. S3 w is equal to s4. Okay. Now here, now string s5 is equal to, okay, string s5 is equal to you cannot, okay, you cannot plus change me. Okay guys, now again system.out.println of, okay, s3 w is equal to s5 now. Okay, s3 w is equal to s5, right? Because this is s3, right? S3, this is s5. Fine. So now, okay, s3 w is equal to s5. Now, yeah, let me take one more thing, one more scenario. String s6 is equal to, okay, string s6 is equal to you cannot, okay, string s6 is equal to you cannot. Now, string s7 is equal to s6 plus change me. Okay, now system.out.println of system.out.println of here s6, right? Now let me compare with s3. S3 w is equal to s7. Okay, s7. Fine guys. Now now let me take final string s8 equals to, okay, final string s8 is equal to you cannot, okay, you cannot. Now string s9 equals to s8 plus, okay, string s8 plus you cannot, right? Now change me. String s9, right? S8 plus change me.
Change me.
Okay. Now system.out.println of, okay, here system.out.println of s8, right? S8 means here it is. Now s3, okay, w is equal to s9. Okay. Now system.out.println of s6. Okay, s6, okay, s6, s8, yes, s8. Understand? Come on, guys.
Yes,
Okay.
sir.
Yes, sir.
So this is one section, right? String s3. This is one more section. This is one section s5. This is one section s7. This is one section. Final s8, s8. This is one section. Now tell me. Clear now?
Yeah, yes.
Okay.
Sir, your voice is not properly audible.
My
No,
voice
it's
is not
clear.
clear.
Clear,
Is it okay?
Clear.
Right. So now, so this is the what you call okay, program, guys. So now, what we have to tell, how many objects will be created? You tell me now. How many objects will be created, guys, for this project? So like this, only people will ask you. Okay, they will not give you a direct example. Okay, people will give you like this. If you go for any written exam, or if you write SCP exam, OCP, okay, Oracle Certified Java Programmer, people will ask you like this. How many objects will be created? First, you tell me.
Sir, first line 2 objects. Total
Total. Tell me how many objects will be created. First, you tell me. This is the piece of code, right? Yeah. If you tell now, then I can say yes. You guys are okay. Clear on what do you call string immutable, string constantable. How many objects will be created? So like that. You tell me now. What is the first line? The first line, how many objects will be created? You have to
Two,
tell
sir.
how many objects will be created.
objects.
Sir,
Means you have
2
to
objects, sir. First line.
tell. 2 objects will be created, right? Let me
Yes,
write
sir.
here. So can we take here?
Yes, sir.
I think here. Okay, heap. One is what? Heap. Next one is what? SCP.
SCP.
Fine. So now, let me take here. Oh my God. A big content, right? How can we make it, guys?
Sir,
Okay.
in code we
Fine.
can write the objects in comment, and here we can write the diagram, sir.
Okay, no problem. No problem. No problem. Now tell me, guys, now. In the first line, right?
First line 2
After
objects.
executing the first
2
statement,
objects.
example, let me write here. Tell me, 2 objects will be created, right?
Yes, sir.
Where the first object will be created in string constant pool,
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
right? What is the content? You
You can't
cannot
change
change me. You cannot change me, right? You cannot change me. Even first piece also. Okay, fine. Now, and one more object will be created. Where?
heap area.
Keep
The
it.
heap
Heap
area
area.
also. Right. What is the content?
You cannot change me.
You cannot change me. Fine. So now, for this object, do we have any reference variable?
Yes,
Yeah,
one, sir.
S1.
S1.
S1 is representing this object now. How many objects will be created here?
2
2
objects.
objects.
2 objects, right? 2 obj. Now, come to the second statement. String st is equal to new string of you cannot change me. What is the constant here we have? You cannot change me.
Not change me.
So now, with the constant, do we have any object in SCP already?
We
Yes,
have
we
object.
Yeah.
Yes, we have. So that's why. So now by this time we are not creating any new object, right? But here
Yes, sir.
what new operator? New operator means okay, you have
In
to
heap
create
area.
object in where
Heap area.
Heap area.
The heap area we are creating. What is the content?
You cannot
Cannot
change me.
change me.
You cannot
Change me.
change me. Right? Now, what is the reference variable it is pointing,
S2.
guys? S2 is
S2.
pointing. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Sir.
System.out.println S1 double is equal to S2. Tell me what is the output here? False.
Sir, false.
False. Why are taking so much time? You completed all these things. Come on.
Yes, sir. False.
False. S1 double is equal to S2. Double is equal to means what? We
Sir,
will use double is
different
equal to operator for reference comparison. Okay. So S1 object will have different unique reference number. S2 object will have different unique
different unit.
number. Now S1 double is equal to S2 means what? False.
False.
Okay.
False.
S1 has different unique, reference number. S2 has some other reference number. How can we compare those two reference numbers? Because every object in Java has what? Unique reference number. Come on,
Reference
guys.
number.
Yes,
Now,
sir.
string S3 is equal to you cannot change me. Now this is what? One constant, right? You cannot change me what, guys? So like this also we can create string object, right? How many ways we
Yes.
can create string
Yes, sir.
object? By using new operator we can create, and by assigning string literal directly to the reference variable also we can create. What is the recommended way to create string objects, guys? This is the okay.
Yes, sir.
This approach is what? Recommended approach. Okay, while creating string objects. Come on, I think already we discussed, guys. While
Yes, sir.
discussing
Yes, sir.
introduction of string. Okay, fine. So now this is what? One string constant. Okay. So now for the string constant, where we have to create?
Yes.
Under
SCP.
but already with this content, do we have any object has been created already?
Yes, sir.
Yes,
We
sir.
have.
So now this time we cannot, okay, this will not create any new object in the SCP area. Come on, guys. So now,
Yes, sir.
what is the reference variable now we have for the
S3.
Yes,
So now S3 is created here. Okay. So now reference variable S3 started
Pointing to
referring,
this.
Pointing to you cannot
started
change
referring
me.
this object. Fine. Now,
Yes, sir.
now here system.out.println S1 double is equal to S3. What is the output here?
False, sir.
False, right? Why
False.
false?
Yes, sir. Sir, two
Different.
Okay, because S1 is different object, S3 is
S3
different
is
object.
different.
Okay,
Yes,
so
sir.
if you have different objects means obviously we have what? Different unique reference
Addresses.
numbers. How
Yes,
can we
sir.
compare two unique reference numbers will not be same. Always it will be false, right? Come on, guys, I'm expecting everyone
Sir.
has to has to tell the answer here. Now, string S4 is equal to you cannot change me. Again, this is what, guys? String constant.
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 So always string constant where it will be created
SCP.
under
Under
string
SCP.
constant pool. But already with the same content, already one object already been created, right?
Yes, sir.
Now we will not create any new object, right? So now what is the reference
Refer
variable now
that.
it is representing?
S4.
S4. So now S4 also will start representing this object. So see, same object S4 also started representing. So that is the beauty of what? String constant pool, right? Now, system.out.println
True, sir.
3
True,
W
sir.
equal to S4. True.
True,
True.
sir.
Why true? Because those two
Both are
reference
pointing
variable
to same
pointing
object.
Same
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 object.
object.
Same reference ID.
Okay. So reference ID will be the same. Reference unique reference number, right? Now, come on. Now, string S5, right? Now, see here, you cannot. What is this one, guys? You cannot. This is one string, right? So now, all the string constant. This is one constant, string constant. Where the string constant will be created?
SCP area.
SCP.
SCP, right? So do we have any string object which contains you cannot as the content here?
No.
No, we don't have.
So right, we can create what? We'll create what? One object here. What is the object?
You cannot.
You cannot.
You
You
cannot.
cannot. Okay? You cannot.
Cannot.
Right? So now, after that what? We have one more constant. What is this one? Change me.
Change me.
Change me.
Okay, this is also one of the constant, right? Do we
Yes,
have
sir.
any object
Yes,
which
sir.
is created with the same
No.
content in SAP?
New object
Don't
will be
have.
created.
So now for this also we'll create what? One object.
New object. Change me.
What is the object here? Content here? Change me. Okay, who will create? JVM will
SCP.
create.
JVM.
Change me.
Me.
Okay, guys?
Yes, sir.
Right. Now. See here, after that, you cannot plus change me. Here, what we are using?
Concatenation.
Plus of
Concatenation operator called plus, right? Now, you cannot plus change me. So now, here, tell me, what is the object will be created?
you cannot change me. You cannot change.
Cannot change me. New object will be created, right?
Yes, sir.
You
New object
cannot
will be
plus
created
change
in
me.
the
New
heap
object
area.
will be created. You cannot change me. Where it will be created?
In the heap
In the
area.
heap area.
Heap area, right? But here, no heap area, guys. In SCP only it will be created. But already you cannot change me. Already there.
Ah,
Okay,
yes,
with the
sir.
same
It will
content object is
refer
there.
S5.
So now S5 is representing
Same
this
object.
object. See, okay, here if you use plus operator, okay, if you use plus operator to concat two strings, so now if the two strings, if left side, okay, left side string also constant, right side string also constant, then we apply plus operator, always the new object will be created, right? The new object will be created under where? SCP, because this is also constant and this is also constant, right? See, you cannot, this is also what? Compile time constant. So this is also what? Compile time constant. Right? Now we are trying to append to compile time constant with plus operator. So that's why after concatenating these two compile time constant, one object will be created. Where that object will be placed? Under SCP only. Because SCP is what? String constant pool. Clear? So, see here, if you are trying to concat any string literal with one reference variable, so that time new object will be created, right? So that time new object where it will be created? Under heap area. Got it?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
I think already we saw in the above example. Here see S1. S1 is what? Reference variable, right? Vector is
Yes, sir.
what? String constant.
String constant.
Now I'm trying to append plus operator between what? One string constant, one normal variable. Right? Now S1 plus vector, definitely spring vector, new object will be created. The new object where it will be created? Under heap area.
Heap
Not in
area.
SCP. Why? S1 is normal variable. Vector is compile time constant, string constant. Understand?
Yes,
So
sir.
that's why
Yes, sir.
the created object we placed under heap area. But here if you see,
Both
here
are
if you
string
see,
constants.
where it is? Where it is? Yeah, here. You cannot is what, guys? String constant. Change me is what, guys? String constant. Both are compile time constants. Am I right? So now if you are trying to append both compile time constants, obviously new object will be created. Okay, that is what? Nature of string, immutable, right? So that new object where it will be placed? Under string constant pool only, because these both are string constants. This is also constant. This is also constant. Come on, guys. If you try to append two constants, okay, with that, if any new object will be created, always that object will be placed under SCP. You have to remember. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, after appending these two, what is the object will be? What is the? I mean, what is the content will be
You
created?
cannot
You
change
cannot
me.
change
Cannot
me.
change me. Okay. So with that content, new object has to be created. But before creating new object, JVM will check with the content. Do we have any object already been existed or not under SCP area? So do we have any object with the same content? Yes, we have.
Yes,
You
we
cannot
have.
change. Right. So that's why now the S5 is what started referring this object. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. So now, yeah. So for this, how many objects will be created here? Zero object.
0.
Come on, right? So here how many objects will be created? Zero
0.
object. Come on, guys. Here how many objects will be created? Zero object.
0.
Just S3, S4 is what? Started referring this one.
Yes, sir.
Come on, guys.
Yes, sir.
Okay. Now here how many objects is created in the statement? One object. Right?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Now. Right. So now. Tell me what is the output here now?
True.
S3 is equal to S5. Huh?
True, sir.
True,
True.
sir.
Right? Now. See. String S is equal to you cannot. You cannot is what, guys? One string constant.
Constant. Yes.
So now, for
It is
definitely where we have to
unavailable.
create under string constant pool. But already we have what? You cannot. Already object is created with the same content. Now S6 is started referring what? This object. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
S6. Okay. Here we are not creating any new object because already with the same content, already object is available. Okay. Now simply we started referring that object with S6. Okay.
Yes, sir.
So here also, how many objects will be
Zero
created?
objects.
Zero object. Now, what is the next statement here? See, change me. Okay, change me. So I think already with the change me
We have
content, there is an object.
constant.
Okay, so no need to create one more object now. S6 plus change me. S6 is what, guys?
You
You
cannot.
cannot. You cannot plus change me. Okay, we are trying to append what? Plus operator, arithmetic
Plus
operator
operator.
between two strings. You cannot plus change me. You cannot change me will be the content of the object, right? So now already, tell me, guys.
It is there in the S.
Huh? No, S6 plus change me. You cannot change me. So now with this content, new object will be created. Where that new object will be created?
Under heap area.
Under
Heap
SCP,
area.
under heap.
Heap
Under
area.
heap.
Huh? Just now we discussed, guys.
Under SCP.
SCP.
Why under SCP? S6 is a constant.
Yes.
Huh? S6 is constant, guys. What I told
No,
you,
sir. No, sir.
if you try to append, two constants, two string constants, but by using plus operator, then that resultant object will be placed under SCP, right? But here change me is what? Constant. Compile time constant, I mean string constant. Here S6 is what? One reference variable, normal variable. So now normal variable plus string constant.
String
So
constant.
now with this append, if you create any new object, always that new object will be placed under where? Heap area.
Area.
Just now we discussed. Again you forgot. S6. Now what is the content here? You cannot change
You
me.
can't change me.
You cannot change me. Okay? You cannot change me. So what is the reference variable?
Yes, sir.
S7.
S7 is trying to point this object. Let me place here. S7. Now started referring this object. Okay. Now here, how many objects will be created here?
One object. One object.
One object will be created. Now S3 is equal to S7. Tell me.
False.
False.
False. Because these two reference variable are pointing to different objects. Now string S8 you cannot. So now you cannot is what? String constant.
String
You cannot
constant.
already there, right? So now
Yes, sir.
S6 we have.
now S6 is started representing what? S6. S8.
Eight.
Yes,
Right.
sir.
S8.
Now S8 is started representing
You cannot. Constant.
this object, already existing object. Okay. Now you cannot. Here zero object will be created. Am I right?
Yes, sir.
Now, see here. See, now, S8 plus change me. Change me is what? One more constant, because already change me is there. Okay. So no need to create one more new object under SAP. Now, S8 plus change me. Tell me.
And SCP.
SCP on.
SCP. Yeah.
No,
Yes.
sir.
S8 final
Final string.
constant.
Tell me. You have to tell. S8 plus change me. String S9. What will happen after executing that statement?
Both are string constants. No.
Then?
Is no.
Object will create under SCP.
Yes, you have to tell. Why are you okay? And still confused. If you know the correct answer, okay, you have to speak out little bit louder, right? Now, see here, S8 means what, guys? Now, see, if no, S8 is not a normal variable. S8 is what? Final variable. Final variable means what? Constant.
Constant way.
Right? Can we change anything for final variable? Final variable value, can we change? We cannot change.
No, we can't.
Because why? It is a constant. Right. So now S8 also what, guys? Now constant. Change me also what, guys? Now constant. Now we are appending plus operator between these two constants. After appending plus operator between these two constants, one new object will be created. What is the new object? You cannot change me. Right. So where that object has to be placed? Under SCP. Right. So now before creating new object, first JVM will go and verify with the same content, do you have any object already been created or not? Yes, you cannot change me. Already object has been created. Right? So now, now what is the
S9
reference
will
variable?
S9 will refer.
Now,
S9 will
S
refer
is
to
representing
same object.
variable. Right? S9 is started referring the same object. Okay? Right. So now, here how many objects will be created?
0.
Right. Now tell me system.out.w s3w is equal to s9.
True.
True, sir.
Sir. True. Right? What is this one? S6
True,
is equal to s8.
True.
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 How many objects will be created?
6, sir.
6 objects will be created. Got it now?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Let me execute this program, guys. See, false, false, true, false, 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 false.
Sir, false, false. True, true. False.
Huh?
S3, S5.
I think.
Sir, S3, S5 both are referring.
Last two statements are true statements. No?
Line number 32, sir.
Yes, S3w is equal to S9, S6w is equal to S8. Should be same, right?
S3, S5, sir. 32.
1 minute. The S1, S2 false. Huh?
Right. That one is right.
S1, S3 also false. Right?
Correct. Yes, sir.
Now, S3w is equal to S4. True.
True.
Right?
That is also correct. Yes, sir.
S3 is what? You cannot change me. S4 is what? You cannot change me. This is true. Fine. So now, you cannot change me. Okay?
S5.
Not change me. S6. Now, S3w is equal to S5. Should be false, right?
True, sir.
Huh?
Sorry, true.
S3.
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 Yes,
True, sir.
True, sir. Adi.
True, sir.
1 minute. You cannot plus change me, right? You cannot change me. S5 will. Okay, you cannot change one object will be given. S5 is representing that. Now S3 is what? You cannot change me. S5 is what? You cannot change me.
Cannot change.
Right?
Sir, Y is capital letter. Here we have written small letter.
Yeah, might be that is the problem. Yes, C.
Yes, sir.
Yeah.
Yes, sir.
Okay. That's why there is a text Y. Okay. Now
Line
here
number 30 is
also
5 also
Y.
same.
Hmm?
42 also same.
Here also.
Yes.
Right?
Yes, sir.
Here, see.
And the string 1, string 2 also.
1 minute. You. All are okay now?
Yes, sir.
Yes.
Wait. All are capital, right?
Mm.
Let me reach the button as Java.
Okay.
False. True. Again, true is missing.
It cannot change. Let me copy the same. Control C. Okay. This one also you cannot change it. Here also let me copy first. Right? Same. Now, what is the next content? You cannot, right? Let me copy this one. You cannot. Here, let me place. Where you see there is a space.
Concatenate చేస్తున్నప్పుడు స్పేస్ ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
There is a space. That's why. Okay, you cannot. Now, problem with the text what we typed. That's it. Control C. Now change me here also. Change me. Okay. Fine. Huh?
Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.
Right. All are okay now. Let me run as Java application.
సార్ S7 దగ్గర కూడా S6 ప్లస్ అని స్పేస్ ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
S7, S6.
స్పేస్ వస్తుంది. ఆ చేంజ్ కి ముందు ఒక స్పేస్ ఇవ్వలేదు సార్.
Why do we need space?
String constant లో స్పేస్ ఉంది కదా సార్, దట్స్ వై. ఇప్పుడు S4 ఉంటే దాంట్లో స్పేస్ ఉంది కదా, యూ కెన్ నాట్ చేంజ్, స్పేస్ ఉంది కదా.
కంబైన్డ్ వర్డ్ లో యూ కెనాట్ చేంజ్ మీ ఉంది కదా సార్. S1 లో ఇప్పుడు యూ కెనాట్ స్పేస్ చేంజ్ మీ ఉంది కదా సార్. సో కింద ఎక్స్పెక్ట్ చేస్తుంది అది స్పేస్.
Right. So I think 1 minute, guys.
నాట్ దగ్గర అయినా స్పేస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు, లేదా చేంజ్ కి ముందైనా స్పేస్ ఇవ్వచ్చు.
Right. You cannot, yes, space we have, right? And that is the problem. Or else, 1 minute. We'll do one thing. Right? Now fine?
నో సార్, మళ్ళీ కింద ఆబ్జెక్ట్స్ రిఫర్ అవ్వవు కదా సార్ అలా చేంజ్ చేస్తే.
Oh no, we will type everything. Okay? Yeah. You cannot. Let me copy this one. Here also. Okay? Fine? Huh?
Not fine, sir. Change before change in the line number 30, we need to give a space. Concatenate.
Line number 30, you cannot change me. You
Change
cannot.
me లో స్పేస్ ఇవ్వాలి కదా సార్. బిఫోర్ చేంజ్ మీ ఎస్ సార్
అక్కడ సార్
వర్డ్ కి స్పేస్ వస్తుంది.
ఒకసారి స్పేస్ ఇచ్చి చూడండి సార్. అక్కడ ఒకసారి స్పేస్
1
ఇవ్వండి.
minute. Where you are seeking? Okay, under 30 is line number 37, huh?
30
S6.
సార్, వేర్ ద స్క్రోల్ ఈస్ సార్.
1 minute. See here, you cannot change me, right? Two objects will be created. So finally, you cannot change me.
కి ముందర ఒక స్పేస్.
Okay, you cannot change me, right?
డబుల్
Understood.
కోట్స్ లో స్పేస్ కావాలి.
Yeah. Got it.
ఇక్కడ స్పేస్.
Okay.
అలాగే లైన్ నెంబర్
Line
37
number 37, you cannot change me, right? Yes.
అక్కడ స్పేస్ సార్.
Space. Got it.
44.
Now here S8,
44 also.
you cannot change me, right? Here also.
Yes, sir.
Right? Now it's working, right? False,
Yes,
true,
sir.
true, false, true, true.
False, true. Correct, sir.
Okay, now it is working fine. Now, you understood now?
Yes, sir.
సార్
Okay. Let me copy this one. Oh my, I think we cannot update. Huh? You guys can take care, guys, all this content. Okay.
Yes, sir.
సార్
So now, so for this, okay, we completed, okay, string immutable. Okay, so how many objects will be created? Okay, so everything we discussed, guys, in detail. Okay, let me write these two statements also. What are the two statements we discussed now? So here we covered, right? What are the statements we covered? For every string constant object will be created under SQL. For some runtime object. Okay, these two are completed. Now, what is the next point here we discussed, guys?
Addition between two functions.
Right, no. Okay, no. If all arguments are okay constants, then that operation, okay, then that operation should be performed at compile time only, right? If all arguments are constant, then that operation should be performed at what time, guys? Compile time only. Okay, here that operation means what? Plus operator, plus operation. Come on.
Yes, sir.
Okay. If all arguments are constant, then that operation should be performed at compile time only. Okay, so no. Right. So now, if you try to append two string constants and literals with the plus operator, okay, then the resultant object always created errors. Okay, always created under SCP area. Okay, come on.
Yes, sir.
What is the next one? If at least, okay, come tell me, if at least one argument is normal, okay, one argument is normal variable, then that operation, okay, then that operation should be performed
Under heap area.
Okay, should be performed at runtime only. Okay. No. At runtime only. No. If you try to append string constant, okay, string constant literal with
A reference.
if you try to append string constant literal and
A reference variable.
normal variable, okay, it's a normal variable, right? Okay, normal variable means here reference variable.
Yes,
Reference
sir.
variable also normal variable.
Yes, sir.
With what? Plus operator. Operator. Then resultant object. Okay. Resultant object always
Will be
needs
created
to be created
under heap area.
heap area. Okay, clear now?
Yes, sir.
Points? Okay. Right, guys. So with this, we completed what? What is
String
string?
constant
What is the introduction
pool.
of string? Okay. What is the string constant pool? So why we need to use string constant pool for only for string class? Okay. So with the string constant pool, what is the limitation? What is the limitation with string constant pool, guys? What is the limitation with string constant pool? What is the limitation with string constant pool? Because multiple reference variables are representing same object. Right? Now, with one reference variable, if you are trying to change the content of that same object, okay, the remaining reference variable will going
May
to affect
affect.
same change with the change. So that is what definitely issue, right? To overcome that issue, which SCP created, so string people, I mean Java people made the string class as what? Immutable. Okay, with that reference, now with the for string constant pool with the same object, multiple references can be there, right?
Sir.
Right. So with that one reference variable, if you are trying to change content of that existing object, with the new change, one more object will be created, but it will not be, okay, allow us to change in existing object. That is called what? Immutable nature of string class. Okay. To overcome that SCP issue, string people, I mean Java people made string class as immutable. Clear now?
Yes, sir.
Okay. Okay, guys. Okay. So now tomorrow we are going to see the next topics, guys. Okay. So now what is string constructors we will see, and the features of string class also we will see. Okay. Because already
Okay.
1 hour is completed, right? Okay. Do you have any questions?
No, sir.
Right. So thank you, guys. Tomorrow we will connect.
Thank you.